Now, in the southern part of the United States, there is a state called Mississippi. 4 S's, 4 I's, 2 P's, and a big M at the start.
Yeah.
Now, when you come to thinking about American history, you think about New York, you think about Boston, but not many people think of Mississippi. But that would be their mistake, because the state of Mississippi actually has a lot of history to it. Some of it that most of us probably don't even know. So here we go, sit back and enjoy top 10 things you didn't know about the state of Mississippi. And we start our list at number 10. Now, at number 10, Pevy amps were made in Mississippi. Now, if you've never heard of them, you've sure as hell heard them. Now, Pevy Electronics Corporation is one of the largest audio equipment manufacturers in the world, and it's headquartered in Mississippi. Now, Hartley Peavy founded the company in 1965 after building his first amplifier in 1957. In 2011, Inc. magazine profiled the global success story of Hartley Peavy and Peavy Electronics. The magazine's editor wrote, "Hartley Peavy dreamed of becoming a rock star, and although he lacked the chops to become the next Chuck Berry, his name has been etched into the annals of rock and roll history." At number 9, the International Checkers Hall of Fame is located in Petal, Mississippi, until sadly it was destroyed by fire in 2007. Now, for such a humble game, its hall was flamboyant and flaunting. Now, it has a 7-story tower, a completely decked out tournament room with 24-foot high ceilings and the world's 2 largest checkerboards, a library with checkers books dating back to the 17th century, priceless checker artifacts scattered throughout, and even a statue costing more than $10,000 of Grand Champion Marlon Tinsley, who lost only 7 games in 45 years. But sadly, on September 29, 2007, a still unexplained fire started in the tower and quickly engulfed the rest of the hall. Everything was lost. The giant checkerboards, the library, the statue, it was all destroyed. So I say to you, as a message to all the checkers fans out there, do not let this sport die out. Please go and get yourself a checkerboard, get yourself some checker pieces, and jump your nearest person. At number 8, that's right, breathe it in, Mississippi. You are home to the world's first successful human lung transplant. The year was 1963, and the team was led by Dr. James D. Hardy, professor of surgery and chairman of the department of the University of Mississippi Medical Center. Now, as amazing as that sounds, we're not finished. It was in the following year when an event at the Young Medical Center really had the world's press in a frenzy. Dr. Hardy and his team transplanted the heart of a chimpanzee, which is man's closest genetic relative, into the chest of a dying man.
Why?
Now, the world's first heart transplanted into man beat for a full 90 seconds, sadly, before it stopped. Now, these 2 operations demonstrated that surgical techniques perfected in 9 years of work on animals could actually work in humans. They proved beyond a doubt that a transplanted lung would breathe and a transplanted heart would beat and support a blood pressure in a human host. And at number 7, this is one that affects everybody around the world. The soft toilet seat patent holder lives in Columbus, Mississippi.
Thank you, God. This will bring us so much joy.
That's right, David Harrison, the man who invented and owns the rights to the soft toilet seat, lives in Columbus, Mississippi. And as you can well imagine, over 1 million of these things are sold every year, and that number will continue to climb as more people need to use the toilet. At number 6, Mississippi is the birthplace of blues music. Now, the Mississippi Delta is the birthplace of the blues, and as we all know, blues came before jazz. Now, the Mississippi Delta is a distinctive northwest section of Mississippi that lies between the Mississippi and Yazoo rivers. Now, for a type of music to come out of a small area such as Mississippi is a huge compliment. There aren't that many types of music, and for one to come out of a state with a country that has 50 odd states is absolutely remarkable. And as Paul Simon says on his album Graceland, the Mississippi Delta was shining like a national guitar. At number 5, shoes were first sold in pairs in Vicksburg, Mississippi. Wait, they weren't already? Now, when shoes were first invented, there was no such thing as a left and a right shoe. All shoes were made the same way.
No way!
Now, the guy who invented the left and the right shoe is sadly not from Mississippi, he's from Pennsylvania. But the idea and the concept of selling left and right shoes as a pair first came into fruition in Vicksburg.
True story.
Have you guys ever put on your left shoe on your right foot or your right shoe on your left foot by accident when you're half asleep or half drunk or whatever? If it wasn't for this Pennsylvania bloke, we would never have this embarrassment. And at number 4, we have the first opening of a Coca-Cola bottle. Now, in 1894, Coca-Cola was first bottled in Vicksburg, Mississippi, at what was then 218 to 220 Washington Street. 30 years before that, in 1866, Dr. John S. Pemberton, a pharmacist in Atlanta, Georgia, created what would become the most recognized and popular soft drink on the planet. So if you guys like your Coca-Cola like I do, you'll have Vicksburg, Mississippi to thank for it because that's where it was first bottled. At number 3, we have the United States of America International Ballet Competition, and it's one of the world's top competitions in ballet. And yes, you guessed it, it's located in Mississippi in a town called Jackson. This competition is attended by dancers from all over the world to represent their country for bronze, silver and gold in a variety of categories of ballet in an Olympic-style competition. Now, Mississippi, of course, didn't invent ballet, but in the late 1970s, a group in New York City was looking for a site to hold an international ballet competition in the United States. Now, after a long selection process of different US cities, Jackson, Mississippi was awarded the honor of hosting their own international ballet competition. Now, Bruce Marks, who is a rock star in the ballet world, is quoted as having said, "New York is New York, but Jackson is America." At number 2, we have the first of its kind environment cleaning mega power plant.
Wow!
That's right, clean energy. Now, the Kemper power plant, which has 582 megawatts of power, uses innovative technology to give power to Mississippi, keeping the state's environment clean by preventing pollutants from entering the atmosphere. Now, this power plant is the first of its kind 21st century coal plant in the US. Now, they have a tradition of innovation in Mississippi, just think the Stennis Space Center. And what Kemper County is up to is no exception. That's why national and international leaders are so often flying in to see what's going on. It's because of the high-tech way Kemper is generating energy and keeping the air clean at the same time. And at number 1, probably the most important thing, in my humble opinion, to have ever come out of Mississippi, the state of Mississippi is where the teddy bear was invented. Now, it is possible that there is nothing more awesome and definitely nothing more cute in the entire universe than the teddy bear. And the teddy bear came out of a town called Sharkey in Mississippi. Now, President Theodore Teddy Roosevelt was out on a Sharkey hunting expedition back in 1902 when he was asked to shoot a captured bear. He, of course, said no, and the teddy bear was born. Appropriately, the Mississippi state toy is the teddy bear. I don't know, can you guys figure out why it's one of the most important things in my life? And that's it from me today, guys. If you want to see me do another top 10, top 5, top 20 on a different US state, leave that state in the comment section down below. There are some amazing historical facts from all over the world for different states, different countries that many of us, including myself, don't know about. So if you want to see me do a different country, different US state, leave that in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys want to see.
What a nerd.
As always, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you on Sunday with a brand new video.